All right. I believe we are live and welcome to Digital Mishaps Day 2 of the Next Fest week. Basically, we are playing one demo out of Next Fest every single day. We played yesterday a game about feeding of a black hole. We had a lot of fun with basically, hey, hi El, nice to see you. I believe El is one of the developers of the game that we are playing today, which is Astro Protocol. So welcome, it's super good to have you. And yes, very exciting to try Astro Protocol. We continue actually in a space game like we did yesterday. However, today this is gonna be quite different, believe me. I'm not gonna lie, we're gonna play the tutorial, and I had tried it already because Seiko, which is also on chat, hi Seiko, super nice to see you, recommended me to play the tutorial a little bit before going live, but we're gonna play it again together. It's the only thing that I have played so far, and yeah, hopefully we can even get started with a first game, but at the very least, we're gonna do together the tutorial, trying to experiment with the game as much as we can. I know that also for DevFest there is a new faction that they have added to the demo, so it is quite exciting. If you have played Catan, Gaia Project, Civilization, I believe you are gonna like what we have for you today. So without further ado, let's just kind of get started if we can with Astro Protocol. Quite exciting. Let me get out of the way very quickly in here. Let's activate Astro Protocol on our side as well very quickly, and yeah, let's go for play tutorial. By the way, if you have not yet downloaded this, just so you know, you have as well the link to the Steam page and the link to their Discord to join their community if you have any feedback or things like that, which you know, that's what demos are for. So let's click here on play tutorial. Is it loading? And let's go for it. We're gonna have to read as we go because this is a complex game, as you will see, and it has as well a little bit of story. I love the hologram. I don't know if you have seen on the bottom left we have a hologram depending on the race that you are playing. We are playing right now as the Union. So let's take a look. Greetings, Commander. Instance of Astro Protocol has been set up, and it will be a model of our entire known universe. Our galactic mapping has already revealed intelligent entities, that's never good, that's incapable of performing the same operation. We assume they also seek dominance on reality. Okay, so caution is advised, as is just logical. So the objective, in order to keep things simple, modeled opponents have been modified to stay passive. That is good, believe me, because for what I have read, and I have watched streaming yesterday, this game can get pretty brutal pretty quick. So if you can like challenging games, definitely this is something that you want to play. I believe there is many options as well on the difficulty section, because I was looking at some streams yesterday and they have kind of two easier modes. I believe there is easiest, easier, easy, normal, something like that. So that tells me that this is gonna take some getting used to. But again, if you like this type of local player board game type of style, this could be an absolute time sink here. All right, so let's do it a little bit more. They do not attack here. Real enemies will be likely tougher. Yes, I expect them that they will be. So prepare yourself well. It's really important that we learn this well then. You will need 6 victory points, all right, to complete the test. Then we are ready to perform missions across the space of model predictions. The apparatus or cosmic foresight has been installed. Now we expect your Prometheus wisdom. All right, let's make it happen. To pan the camera, use WSD. Okay, we can do that. Zoom camera using the scroll wheel, we can do that as well. And we're gonna be clicking on the spaceship and deciding where to go. I want to go to the shiny thing, but I'm gonna listen to the tutorial and I will fly to that point. You have found an asteroid field. Hover over the tile to view the details in the tooltip in the bottom left corner. All right, so we are gonna hover over here. We have, it contains an asteroid field inside of your sensor range, disconnected from your network. We're gonna have to learn very quickly what the network is over here. So let's take a look very quickly on that network. I'm gonna see an actual game or L. I will definitely go through an actual game as well, but yeah, I think I want people to learn how to play the tutorial, but I will definitely take a look at the actual game as well. All right, so number of the protocol you're seeing is not in scale, okay? You're seeing it is inherently logic. Give us only certain galactic hotspots. Luckily, the resulting projection shrinks astronomical distances to a comprehensive level. All right, fair enough. However, as we keep exploring the mapping, we are witnessing as an unknown pattern of star systems and their celestial objects. All right. So now we're going to learn about something new, which are the anomalies. See that purple circle over there? There is an anomaly. Discovering anomalies grants powerful rewards to choose from and move your ship to the anomaly. All right, so we're going to move the ship to the anomaly. And for the first time, we are going to finish our turn. This is a turn-based board game. So we're going to go first and just finish over here our turn, because we're going to need extra actions to enjoy what the anomaly has to offer. We see over here the actions that the ship can perform. There is plenty of them, and one of them seems to be this click on the bottom panel, discover anomaly. So we're going to go over there. A faint distress signal echoes through the void. By the way, I love the art and I love the small snippets that comes with the anomalies. You will see how cool this is. All right, so a faint distress signal echoes through the void, leading to a derelict but intact scout vessel. Its logs indicate it was part of a lost expedition, but the ship itself remains functional, awaiting a new mission. So now we're going to be given a few options. We can either kind of scuttle the ship and gain 3 metal, or repair the ship and get an actual explorer, which I believe is exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just repair the ship and get an additional one. It looks like the map is going to extend to our left and down. So I'm going to put the ship right there. Oh, wow. We're going to have another anomaly there to explore very, very quickly. So I believe that, yeah, the spaceships cannot move right now because they just spawn. We did everything we could do with this spaceship. We have some resources, however, that we can use. So the next thing that we need to learn about is the resources. I know that my face is going to be in the middle here, so I'm going to just very quickly remove myself from the equation here so we can take a look at the menu, at least for the first time. So let's just take a look very quickly. There we are, so we can see the menus themselves. So we can build a starport, asteroid mining base, gas extraction, solar power plants, metal synthesizer, hydroponic farms, simulated suns, and the research lab. So in this case, the tutorial, and we're going to be obedient little boys, the tutorials tell us to build asteroid mining base. And because we discovered the asteroid field over here, we should be able to mine them. So we're going to place it over here. We see that it costs 3 resources to build, and it produces 1 metal for each adjacent asteroid field. In this case, it will produce 1 metal per turn. So now that we have placed it, let's go next. And let's take a look at the network. Here is essentially what we control on the map. So we need to continue to build the stations as we go so we can actually expand our territory. United Tellus, that's us, has the stations extend network upgrade, through which also station extends network. Each station extends the network only to adjacent styles, regardless of network range, which means that the more stations we own, the more stations we build, the more we're going to be able to extend around. So if we take a look at this piece, I'm going to just take a very, very, very quick look over here, and let's see if we can build something else with what we have right now. It seems that we can, so we're going to build a solar power plant with the next 3. So let's come up here, solar power plant, build over there, and once more, kind of following, next build another solar power plant. Okay, we can do that, but obviously we cannot do it this turn. We need to wait until we get enough. In order to do that, of course, several turns probably we'll have to go through unless we find something else. So we have now our 2 spaceships. In order to this, right now we are getting this metal, and you will see that our metal stockpile is 2 and our metal income is 3, which means that for now we are not able to build another solar power plant, but we can do a simulated sun, which will give us that extra power that we're looking for. Once more, I'm going to try to expand to the left and down. So let's place it, for instance, over here. That's fantastic. And we're going to have to continue to explore, of course. So let's try to capture this anomaly over here. And I'm going to move my second spaceship, which was the first one actually, trying to get to that anomaly. However, I cannot do it yet on this turn. All right, El, no worries. You can catch us tomorrow with the VOD. We'll be on the channel as well, like every day. So yeah, please feel free to catch up to tomorrow. I know it's late in Europe. All right, so now that we are over here, let's take a very quick look what we have around. We still need to continue to produce energy to continue with the tutorial. A skip ship, because right now, no, we're not going to skip the ship, because obviously on the new turn, we can actually take some extra material. So once more, another anomaly, it's a escape vessel. Hidden within the dense asteroid cluster, a small ship rests. Inside, a hollowed-out rock. Its systems are old but fully operational, suggesting someone once left it here as an emergency escape vessel. And we had the scuttle the ship once more, or take the ship. And there was an option of study the ship, but we are missing a requirement, which is a research lab, so we cannot actually do that. I don't know, free ships sound good to me, but we may need some material. So this time I'm going to take a scuttle the ship instead. All right, this ship won't be able to move this turn again. However, this one can. We're going to move, oh, not yet, sorry, enter first. No action points left for this one. Can we build something though with 2? I'm gonna wait just for it because the tutorial is gonna let me, but I kind of want to, I'm not gonna wait, sorry. I'm gonna go with the research lab. Hey Kathy, welcome. Second day for you on the stream as well. Thank you for coming. All right, so we are ready to go. Let's finish our turn, but I wanted to have that research lab. You will see why in a second here. Build the research lab, okay? Ahead of you, skip a step. There we go. I learned that you can skip one step of that piece. This changed, by the way. I gave them feedback yesterday, and I believe they have changed it already, because it looked like you were going to skip the whole tutorial, but you are not skipping the whole tutorial when you do that. So it is really good that now you can jump on the tutorial a little bit further ahead. So let's take a look at what we can research, and it recommends us to start with the terraforming protocols. But now that we have a research lab, we can select. We need to have, of course, enough gas in order to make those research. And this is kind of a cool mechanic. Basically, inside the research lab tile, we have 3 different slots, and we can investigate one of each on each one of them. And the moment that we pick it, you see now one of the 3 slots has been occupied, basically, and we are able to continue to investigate. So each one of these labs will allow us to have 3 things, and you will see that whenever we pick one of those levels, it will go up and we will have that piece. Yes, we changed the skip tutorial dialogue. That's so awesome, Seiko. Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. No, thank you for being so quickly. I know that I was downloading it earlier today, and yes, yesterday in the Discord, I was telling them, oh, the skip sounds very definitive, when you are pressing a skip on the tutorial. But it's so nice, man, to see that you have changed that piece, because now it makes to me much more sense, and it was much easier to skip that step without feeling guilty about it. So thank you for that, man. All right, so well done. You now immediately have the technology, but beware, you will lose it if you ever lose the research lab. So that's dangerous. Obviously, right now, the factions are not going to be attacking us, but if we ever lose control of this tile, we're going to lose control of all of this research that we have hanging on those 3 slots. So what that means to me is you better put those labs in a place that you can protect them, just in case. So that is good to know. That is good to know. All right, let's continue. Build a starport. Now build a starport using the build menu. And if you don't have enough resources, you can end your turn to generate more and use your ships to find resources from other anomalies. All right, can we build the starport? Actually, we can. We have 4 metal and the starport is 3. So we're going to build the starport, and I'm going to kind of go the opposite way that I was trying to protect my labs. Now I'm going to put my starports in a place where I can explore, right? So if I'm going to be building ships, I can do them here. I have the ship menu building over here. I'm gonna, by the way, put my face back, because now you know where the menus are, so you can see me react as we go with the menu itself. But in here, we can take a look at the starport. It recommends us to build the ship. However, obviously, we cannot build that ship because we don't have enough materials. We do have, however, some actions left on our ship, I believe. So we're gonna move to the next anomaly that we have found. A skipped ship now, or no, actually, I have another action, so I can take that right away. Dying star. You are drawn to a radiant fault in space where your systems render a star. but local sensors detect only radiation and gravitational aftershock. This star never formed, or it was erased before history could contain it. Interesting. And what we can get? Three things. Either gain 3 energy, we can get a simulated sun and use that from now on, or gain an artifact. I think I want the energy, so I'm going to take that energy in, and now we have replaced this anomaly with our own station, and we build that station for free as we were going. So let's build Explorer is next, but once more we don't have enough resources. Let's go to the next ship. We can continue to explore, and it's important. I want to continue to move. I think this ship is going to explore down for me. So let's try to see one over here. Oh, another planet. That's cool. Let's go to that planet. Oh, and another anomaly. All right, we're going to be busy next turn. And I think we did everything we can. End turn. I want to be efficient with these turns. So I want to kind of be able to think carefully what do we do. Let's build Explorer is the next one, so I believe we should listen to them. Let's build the Explorer over here and select in which starport we can make them happen. Once more, it appears immediately, which is kind of cool. Every ship costs 1 of energy to upkeep each turn. If a ship is outside your network, its first move or attack, that turn would also cost 1 energy. So we need to be careful, and in fact, we are already seeing that this ship is moving outside our network, so we need to be careful because we are consuming extra energy when we are moving around. All right, in order to colonize or terraform a planet, you must have a ship, which action point on the planet. We have to on the planet, move a ship to the ocean planet. We just did, and we are also gonna have to terraform it. In order to terraform it, there is the terraform menu over here, terraform planet. And once more, I'm gonna have to remove myself from the equation. What I can move myself where I'm less bothersome. 1 second. Let me see. Maybe I can cover this side. So whoop, I moved. All right. So let's try from here. I think it's gonna be better. And there we go. So over here we see that we have this ocean planet. This is the terraform menu. And you see that there are some of these planets that have the little flag. That means they are colonizable. So in order to do that, we need to change the type of planet that we have. This is an ocean planet. We need to move it to a continental planet, which is this one over here. So we can click on top of it, and now we transformed. Okay, it's kind of a recipe, right? That's why we researched that terraforming option, and now we have a different planet. And if you see, now there is no action points left, but we can now colonize that planet, which is what we're going to try in the following turns for sure. So in the meantime, this ship has done what it needed to do. Let's continue exploring. We have the new Explorer, but no action points left. So let's continue to move onwards with this one. Ooh, 2 anomalies to go. That's awesome. Really, really lucky. Really, really lucky. I like it. The next thing that we're going to do as well, we have any metal left? Not really. We have some gas left, so maybe we can research something else. Not really either. So I guess that's us for now. Yeah, let's do end turn. Okay, so in this case, we have already terraformed Sebet. This is one of the things that the tutorial hasn't realized yet, but we can skip the terraform of Sebet because we all have already done that. We had to, I kind of already explained that piece, right? We went there, we terraformed it from ocean to, what was it called? The continental planet. So now we are already kind of completed that step. Terraforming. Currently, you can only terraform ocean and frozen agriculture and hub planets into continental planets. So basically, we can do this section of the menu. Out of these 4 planets, right, we can transform in the direction of the arrows into others. And what we did is we transformed from ocean to continental, and we got that first unlock planet over here. Okay, so we did that already. We're gonna skip for now. Colonization cost. So basically, now that we are on top of the planet, we can colonize it. However, it has a cost of 5 energy that, lucky for us, we do have. What we do not have, I cannot colonize. This planet is outside your network. Another important stuff, I forgot, we need to build the stations to get that planet inside. So the first thing that we're gonna do before we are able to do that is we're gonna have to actually move it here. So let's create another piece. Maybe we don't have much gas. but we need to build something that makes sense here. So the hydroponic farm will transform some of our metal into, yeah, it converts one metal into one gas. I don't know, I'm not sure because we have not that much metal yet either. Maybe a solar power plant? No, because we are not going to be able to build anything here. Let's go with the metal synthesizer. I want more metal. So I'm going to put the metal synthesizer here. We're going to have to wait that the network expands towards the planet. So maybe this turn we can use the ship, get this anomaly. Let's see what we have. Either gain 3 energy, gain an artifact, or construct a simulated sun, which would be more energy. I think I prefer, to invest in infrastructure and then just get those pieces. Let's do it here because it's going to expand. Our network continues to expand there. I have the network button always on because I like to see what we have kind of gathered so far. And I'm going to take just this one maybe. Perfect. We're going to take this anomaly as well. Ooh, more ships, I believe. Either gain 4 metal or gain a bulwark. That's a different type of ship. If I press shift over here, I can keep the tooltip open. So I'm going to come in here. I'm going to press shift and we can take a look at the bulwark. Tanky ship specialized in defense. Okay, so for the tutorial, because now we are kind of cheating, right? Because we know that the tutorial won't be violent, but this has actually more attack, I believe, than our regular explorers. So just for the fun of it, let's take the metal and let's see if we can build them ourselves later. So we have used all of that energy over there. We have some metal that we could build, so let's build more stuff. What can we build next? We have the asteroid field that we have discovered here, so I think mining more would make sense. Let's put the station over there. Fantastic. And what I'm gonna do next, is there anything else that I can research? Not yet. We really need to start producing gas, which we have a problem here. We need that gas extractor. We need to make sure that we use them. So we need to find good tiles to place them. So we'll do that next. All right, so let's press next. Let's press as well the next ship. Let's continue exploring. We're gonna go to that anomaly over here. I have no more actions. Ooh, we're continuing to finding anomalies and planets as we go. Exciting stuff. All right, so let's end this turn, I believe. Nothing else that we can do. All right, so press the button to colonize the planet. We're gonna take this ship back to 7-9. And now we have the energy, right? 7 plus 1 over here. We have the energy to conquer this planet. So let's colonize the planet. The ship is consumed when we do this. So now the planet, that ship has disappeared, but this planet is now part of our network and we'll be producing 1 metal and 2 gas per turn. We really needed the gas, so that's good news for us, guaranteed. Let's take this anomaly next. Another ship, Warden of the Void. A massive drifting warship looms in the darkness of space. Its hull is scared but intact. Automated defenses still hum with residual energy, suggesting it once served as a guardian for a long-lost fleet. With its core system restored, it could serve as an impenetrable shield once again. So what are we gonna get? I believe it's a woodwork again. This time, instead of getting the metal, I want the ship. I'm gonna repair the ship and let's get it, yeah, maybe down so we can explore down further. We need to be careful here because all these ships that are outside the network right now are going to consume a bunch of energy. So we need to continue to build towards this direction to make sure that we get the easier way to explore, which is having them inside the network, because the cost, right, continues to come more and more. Okay, so different type of planets produce different resources. Some planets may provide other bonuses and may not provide any resources at all. Hover over the different type of planets to see what we have. So there's another one over here, which was Orbion. And Orbion is an ocean planet. It would provide more gas and even energy in here. So that's another thing that we could definitely do, and is capturing Orbion at some point. We have no action point left on this explorer, but maybe this explorer can go here and be ready to terraform and colonize later. So I think I would do that. This one we cannot move. This one we cannot move. I believe we can. No, let's build more stuff. Let's build more stuff. What are we building, Victor? I think another asteroid mining base, maybe over here. Or let's see if we can get gas. Gas extractor. Oh, this produces gas. I really need gas. Let's do that. And yeah, we don't have more stuff for now. We could do a simulated sun to get more energy maybe and continue to expand towards this direction. So I'm gonna put a simulated sun over here. Kind of a silly thing because we have the asteroid field in here. So I want to probably put the miner over here and maybe we can then change those tiles. You can change the stations. However, I'm not sure if you recover the cost. So this could have been already a terrible idea. We'll see it soon, I guess. All right, so different type of planets have different type of resources. We can come over here and we saw that that is the case indeed. Increase gas income. Continental planets increase your gas income, but you can also build gas extractors or hydroponic farms to increase production to 5 or above. This will allow you to research new technologies faster. So let's go to try and do that. We're gonna finish this turn for the time being. You will see right now that our metal production is quite nice. We're getting 6 each turn. So maybe some hydroponic farms that transform the metal into gas would start making sense in a second here. But let's see first if I have any other places where a gas extractor makes sense. So I can continue to expand down over here. So I'm gonna put my gas extractor there, one of them at least. And it looks like I can expand another one to explore over there. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna place them there. And let's see our research. Okay, so we can do relay expansion, hydroponic growth enhancers, increases the production of gas by 1. So I think this is gonna be important for us because we have been tasked to get our production higher. So I think we pick that one and we select on our research lab. And now we have that extra point. Very, very cool, I think. Very, very cool. Once more, right? The strategy on this game, you can see how many layers it has. It is quite deep, I believe. And it gets really engaging, right? If you like this type of game, I think you are gonna get kind of hooked very, very quickly. You see that I already go into kind of this board mode. I don't know how to call it, to be completely honest, but I am already kind of thinking and finding some mistakes. Definitely, I believe these suns here were a mistake because I want to mine over here. I know that I want to protect my labs. I want to continue to extend my range so I don't have energy. A lot of variables start to pile up very, very quickly. And you can see that this game is going to have layer upon layer upon layer of complexity. And that honestly excites the hell out of me because I like these complicated games. It's funny how we continue in space, but yesterday we have an idle clicker, super addictive. But both of them are going to be, I believe, a sink, of my time. So I'm quite excited. I am building a game at the same time. So getting addicted to these demos is the last thing I have to do. But it's going to be hard with a game like Astro Protocol. So yeah, they're going to make it very hard for me. All right. So we need to continue to increase our gas production. I cannot do much right now. I'm going to take this colonizer. You see, once more, I need to put from that ocean planet to a continental planet. So let's transform it. But that's going to be on the next turn. Can I move this ship? Yes, we can. So let's discover what we have behind this. We can either loot the metal, so this vault, investigate the vault, and we get industrial terraforming, or take the artifacts. Honestly, I'm going to go greedy. I'm going to take those metals. And let's move the ship. Let's investigate this one as well. Recycle the station. Oh, this required energy that we don't have yet. Or we can get cryptographic defense. Well, let's see what cryptographic defense does. Whoa, it improves quite a bit our ship, as I have to say. However, we know that this is the tutorial. They are not going to attack us. So I'm going to go greedy again and take the resources. Sorry about that. I'm kind of playing with the advantages of the tutorial. Obviously, if this was a real game, as we will play later, I don't recommend doing any of that probably. All right, so next ship, what we can do. This one is the one that is waiting. So we should move it here, but we don't have enough gas to make that transformation. So we should probably end it. Let's see the next ship. Yeah, end turn. All right, so research a new ship is the next thing that we're going to have to do here, but let's go step by step. First, I want to transform this into a continental planet. Next turn, I'm going to be able to take it. And in the meantime, they want us to research a new planet. A new type of ship. But in order to do that, note, you may have to research other level 1 and 2 tech to find the new ship tech. And this is exactly what happened here, right? Right now, we have terraforming technologies. We have improvements to the simulated suns. We have improvements, faster anomaly discovery, right? For this one, the predictive survey algorithms. So the ship improvement that the tutorial wants us to get is still not visible. We need to go deeper and deeper into that research technology. I have no idea how deep this goes, but once more, you can see the layers upon layers. Also, a lot of the menus you will see have these kind of tutorials that come with them. So you can very quickly take a look at what the Astro processing, the Cosmo encryption, and the Ether rendering are doing. So you can kind of go on that. There is a lot of little explanations here and there to make those first few games, right, kind of viable for the new player. It's really well done. I truly like it. So we need to research more. For that, we're gonna need plenty of gas. So let's continue exploring to get the resources that we need. We have a lot of metal as well, so we should use this turn to expand as much as we can. Let's start building some things first. I want a starport on this direction of the map, probably. I want to continue exploring and expanding. So let's put a starport over here. I'm gonna mine something else as well. I'm gonna go with the asteroid mining base. I really like this spot because it has one asteroid field on each side. So we're gonna get 2 metal out of those, going greedy as greedy as we can. And in here, I'm gonna get another one with this asteroid field. So let's place another one here, expanding our resources as we go. Let's see where we have the gas extraction. This is definitely one that we can go. We want to go down and we can expand over there. 2 gas, perfect. This is a great place for the gas extractor. Another one over here. This is gonna help a lot our resources next turn, I believe. We're gonna get another one there. Even though once more, right, I'm gonna want to put here at some point an asteroid mining base, so we need to kind of be mindful of that. Next ship. Okay, so this ship can we terraform this planet? Yes, we can, but we don't have enough gas. So in the meantime, let's use this ship to take that anomaly next turn. And this guy can wait here for that anomaly transformation, even though we could go pick it up. What do I want to do here? I'm going to leave it there for now. And in here, I am waiting for what exactly? I need energy and I need the action points to go down. We're going to get enough energy on the next turn for sure, but we are kind of going... The energy right now, it's a problem. And if we click on here, we will see why very quickly. We have 2 energy stockpiled and 3 income. Why? Because our stations also consume energy, right? And we have put a lot of new stations, so we're going to have to worry about energy on next turn here as well. Next ship, we're going to wait in here, as we said, so let's end this turn. What am I going to do next? I am going to take this planet for sure. Fantastic. I am going to take... Oh, we don't have enough energy. You see, we consumed all the energy, and now these ships cannot be moved. Therefore, we need to be very careful. As I said, the energy is going to become a problem this turn, and yeah, that's me paying my dues, I guess, of not being careful with our energy consumption. So simulated sun converts gas into energy. We have a bunch of gas right now, but let's see if we have good spots to put the solar power plant, which is the one that will give us free energy, right, on that one. So we have here 2, yes please, right in the middle of the 2 suns. We get that consumption. Now I regret our lab in here because we cannot take that one, but that's all right. I regret this placement as well, clearly. We have here very good spots for energy, right, because we have that sun over there. So maybe that would be something where we want to expand. But in order to expand there, we're going to need to put something else in the middle. And I'm thinking... what am I thinking? I think an hydroponic farm could make sense, transforming metal into gas, even though we have plenty of gas already. This will take more energy. We don't want to take more energy right now. Let's do the simulated sun, because we have plenty of gas at this moment, so we need that energy back. Simulated sun will give us some energy. That's good. Yeah, let's end the turn. Let's remember what we actually needed to do, which is continue to research, okay? We need to accumulate a little bit more gas for that, but we are setting up for that victory. All right, 17 gas, so we are going to be able to put a new research over here. I think I want to do predictive survey algorithms, it no longer requires action points to get into those anomalies. So I'm going to get this one, I think. I'm going to put it right there. And now to continue investigating, you see, we do not see any ship upgrades yet. So again, this is totally random, I believe. So we're going to have to build more labs and continue to populate them. So I'm going to get another research lab. I'm going to put it here towards Earth so we can continue to discover things. And let's do ocean terraforming. I believe I already had it. Oh, but this enables terraform of planets of the ocean type. So you don't have to transform them first. You could directly terraform those, I believe. So maybe let's get this. Oh, we cannot use the research lab yet, so we're going to have to do that on the next turn for now. Here, can we terraform? Do we have enough gas? Yes, we do. Terraform. We're going to take this anomaly as well. We can either recycle the station or reactivate it for 2 energy. I need that energy, so I'm recycling. Sorry. There we go. We're gonna have to explore that one. Let's create more ships. Let's create another explorer over here. And let's create another explorer over here. It will consume more energy if we put them out of the network, but I think we are at a point where we definitely need them. And let's continue to mine the asteroid field over here. Now that we have those extras, let's see if I can get some extra energy with the simulated sun, transforming some of the gas. So I'm gonna place them. Let's see, solar panel. I'm gonna put the solar panel here because we have the sun gonna be consuming some energy, so giving us some energy. And I'm gonna put another one in there so we get that energy as well. Yeah, we need to explore all of these anomalies, but now we have new ships to do that. All right, end turn for now. Okay, we are in turn number 12. We need to optimize this as much as we can. Let's see. All right, so I'm gonna start taking my ships. First, the new one that I created here, and I'm gonna take this first anomaly. I can collect the energy, which I believe is what I'm gonna do. Ooh, an ether processor. Let's see what it does. 3 to 1 generates 1 prediction cycle each turn, and prediction cycles are required to fulfill a victory condition. Each active processor station generates 1 prediction cycle per turn for player controlling that station. All right, so we don't know about victory conditions yet, but we will learn that very soon. They're up here somewhere. Yeah, right there. So basically, it's telling us that we could get extra condition points over here. In the meantime, what I think I want is the extra energy, so I'm taking the energy here. Let's move this ship. Let's start exploring. I want to bring it to this anomaly over here in next turn. Let's colonize this planet. We're gonna lose. That's why I was making ships before, but now this planet will start generating resources for us, which is really awesome. We need to continue to build the stations as well. What do I want? I think I want more energy. Simulated suns. No, let's do first. Let's see if we can get solar power plants. 1 energy over here. Yes, please. What else? What else? What else? To be careful here. I think so far makes sense in terms of that piece. Simulated suns will transform the metal. I don't want to transform too much metal, but I'm gonna get 1 simulated sun, and I'm gonna put it here to continue to expand outwards. Fantastic. And let's see on the exploration side, which is, remember that we are trying to unlock a new ship, so let's try to do that. Frozen terraforming. Do we have any frozen planets over here? I don't think so. This is an ocean one. This is what? This is not. This is a gas giant. We have a planet that is already continental, so we're going to be able to just take it as is, which is nice. And we have Corridon over there. I think I need more ships. Let's put another explorers to help us conquer all of those planets. And let's research further. I think automated farming. Let's do desert terraforming. All right, we have now plasma projection. Produces 1 for each adjacent solar power plant and simulated sun. That could be good, especially because we have already some of these synergies that would give us that. So I'm gonna research this as well. However, I do want to unlock ships, so maybe let's elevate those things. Let's continue to discover new ways of doing this. All right, metallurgy synchronizations. We continue not to find those ships. We're gonna have to unlock probably the next one, the Cosmo encryption. So we're gonna do that next, I think. Next ship. Can we move? Yes, we can. We're gonna place, no, we cannot place ourselves yet on the anomaly, but we're gonna do that on the next turn. We have this one that we just created, so I'm assuming nothing. Can we continue to move this one, or are we out of points? Nope, we are not. Alright, we have a planet over there. Towers of Polish landing beacons reach skyward across the planet. The locals chant orbital telemetry readings as hymns. Your ship's arrival matches their prophecies exactly. Alright, they're gonna give us stuff. Free stuff we like, alright? Free stuff we like. So, receive their gifts. That's 5 gas over there. Send them to the farms. Oh my god, that's terrible. Fulfill the prophecy. Colonize the planet. Or activate the landing beacons. Cost 5 energy, and we get to terraform the planet to hub. No. I'm gonna fulfill the prophecy and colonize the planet. We're gonna lose our free ship that we got before. But yeah. Oh no, we didn't lose the ship. We colonized it? Oh no, wait. It wasn't this one. Yes, it was this one. And we haven't lost the ship. We got the planet for free. Awesome. We like it. I like that random event. Okay, end turn. We continue to have the need to find that ship upgrade. So we're gonna take over here this. Alright, next turn we're gonna be able to unlock a ship. We see cryptographic defense is gonna allow us to build the bulwarks directly. But if we want to do that, we're gonna need more research facilities, because right now, if you see, the 3 legs of each one of our research facilities are already occupied. So I'm gonna have to take those into consideration. So the first thing is to build another one. So I'm gonna take, what is it? I'm gonna take another research lab over here. I want to use that mining facility. So in here, I'm gonna put a mining base. Perfect. Solar. Do we have any other places where solar makes sense? Here and here. I want that extra energy. Fantastic. Maybe another ship, because we're gonna be colonizing a bunch of planets. So I'm gonna need that. And the next thing I'm gonna be building next turn is I want some extra space spores, so we can generate more than one ship at a time for sure. We have that one as well. Okay, so let's go ship by ship and start moving around. I'm gonna want to explore this. We can either gain 2 metal or take another explorer. I'm taking the explorer. We have plenty of metal, and we're gonna continue to explore outwards as we go. Next ship, we're gonna bring it over this anomaly and take it. You see that the turns get exponentially bigger, exponentially larger. There is so much to do every single turn. So scuttle the ship or repair the ship. Another bulwark, I'm taking it. I'm sorry, I'm so greedy. We have plenty of metal anyway, so I want to continue to explore. Next ship, this is super useful. The next ship, to make sure that you don't forget anything. Okay, we have this new planet over here. I wonder if we're going to be able to terraform it. No, we don't have that recipe. You see, we have this type of planet, which is barren planet, and we cannot terraform it to anything that is useful to us right now. So we're going to have to study that technology if we want to do this in the future. Next ship. Let's see if we can bring it to this anomaly. Yes, we can. This ship is going to try to colonize this planet. So we have, this is an ocean planet again. We can transform it to a continental planet. Fantastic. We will be able to take it later, I guess. And yeah, end turn. So let's research. We had that pending task, right? On our tutorial, we want the ship. So we're going to put the ship over here. Looking good. Our ship is ready. And now we want to build the new ship, of course. So let's come over here. And let's click a free one. There we go. We have the new ship, and we can take a look at the ship statistics. We see that this is obviously better for attack ship, even though it's kind of a defensive ship as well. Sensor range is 1. What do we have? Movement 2, great. Damage 6, so pretty powerful. And the maximum distance is 1. So I assume that you could be able to attack at a distance later. That's nice. That's nice. All right, so now that we have the ship rolls, let's see what want us to do next. Okay, we have the explorer type. Perfect. Open the scoreboard. Time to try to win at least. Victory points. Earn victory points by fulfilling victory condition. Each victory point has its own unique requirement. Multiple players can fulfill the same condition at the same time. However, if you no longer meet the condition, you will lose the associated points. Alright, so we need to be careful here, but basically there are several ways to win. Either we get all of our planets, and it seems that we are very close already to get all of our planets. We have the home planets, which right now we only have 0 out of 1, looks like. Prediction cycle 0 out of 34. Destroy ships, we haven't encountered any enemies because this is the tutorial. Artifacts, we could have collected so many, and it was a victory condition, I didn't know that. So yeah, we missed the opportunity there. And then center planets, we have 2 out of 3. I'm not sure what the center planet is. Let's see if we can get some information. No, we cannot. Okay, so next, colonize 6 planets to get the victory points. Remember that United Telos needs to build the stations to extend their network to the planets before they can colonize them. We know that. We have seen it. Alright, so let's try to get 6 planets then. We were in Corridon here, so I can colonize that one for sure. Alright, we did it. We were already had 5, right? We were colonizing as we go, so we were able to do that relatively quickly. So let's learn about something else, which are the minor factions here. Open the minor factions menu. Minor factions cannot fulfill victory conditions or win the game. Once you find the minor faction, you can see the requirements either to ally with them or and what the alliance would provide you, or you can also declare war to an allied minor faction or free defeated minor faction whose home planet you control. Alright, so there is 2 more minor factions, 2 unknown players here that we do not know anything about yet. Okay, the tutorial is going to help us, and first we need to find the enemy planet. Move your ships to scout the indicated location, so that's going to be our next thing. Let's use our defense / attack ship here. So I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to have to move in several turns probably. Let's see if our explorer, I'm going to take first the anomaly. Use the tier to insert new resources into the system. This is going to give us gas. We have the... I'm going to move this back here. Mark over access point. Alright. We have as well the... I've used the tier to create the new ship. Ooh. What do I want? Let's do the artifacts, since we know that they are important. The artifacts actually occupy a place on the lab, so we need to place them there. And let's research something else. I want to research new things. What do I research? This is to... Oh! Enables terraforming into the barren type, but into the barren type. We had a barren planet over there that we couldn't run terraform, but this won't help us for this. We have the radiance amplifiers enable terraforming planets into the desert type, or the plasma projection. I think plasma projection is what I want next. And I'm gonna build more research labs. Oh, I'm out of gas. I cannot build them. Not this turn at least. Let's do solar power plant. I want to continue to expand outwards toward whatever enemy planet is right here. Next ship. Let's take this, scuttle the ship, or retrieve the ship. I think I want the resources here. And I'm going to start moving towards that other place. Perfect. You see how we no longer use an action in there? It's because our research. So now it's easier to use these ships for more than one thing, which is awesome. We cannot move that one yet. So let's continue to do a skip ship. Let's move here. I cannot terraform this one, as you remember, right? We have more options, but not yet the ones that we need. So let's take the resources from the Cosmic Chronicles. Extract to gas, maybe, because we need to buy a new lab. So I'm gonna get the gas, and now I can actually do the research lab over here, maybe. Yes. Perfect. Next ship. Let's continue to explore. Ooh, I found enemies. Attack enemy ship. Move your ship to a hex with an enemy ship in order to attack it. You can preview the attack result by selecting your ship, holding right button, and hovering over the target ship. So I don't know if this ship is going to be able to attack on this turn, but let's do right click. And I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see it as well. So if you do that right click, we can see that basically we are analogous ships almost. So we're going to get more or less the same damage. Okay, so let's take it, but I have no action points left. So I cannot do that either. I cannot move this ship closer. So for now, I think we're good. I'm going to actually... Let's get a starport very quickly to the enemy. Yeah, closer to the enemy. I want to be closer to the enemy. All right, next. I have to attack the enemy ship, but I cannot yet. Wow, so many suns in here. We need to expand over here. So let's continue. I don't have anything to build more stuff for now. So I'm gonna continue to just explore around them for now. Ooh, another enemy. All right, can I attack him? No, cannot attack after moving. Oh, the defense ship cannot attack after moving. That's good to know. Let's end the turn over here. I have so much energy. We need to start using that energy. I'm gonna move the warbird here. I'm gonna not attack them, but I can definitely attack with this one. Look at that. We fired. Great job. Now destroy an enemy ship by attacking it, and then these hold points reach 0. So we want to win, but in order to win, we're gonna have to wait a little bit. I need more ships for that. Let's create another bulwark so we can attack. Fantastic. Next ship. I cannot terraform yet, so I'm gonna continue exploring outwards here. I'm gonna attack to this ship. Oh, you are allied with the surveyors. Are you sure you want to declare war with the surveyors? Okay, I'll be nice. I'll be nice for now. Let's go and take this anomaly. Use the turn to insert new resource into the system. That is 2 gas. Abuse the turn to create a new ship or gain an artifact. I want the ship. Let's fly. I think, okay, these are our allies, so I can put a ship there. Apparently, yes, good. Can I move here? No, no. Next ship. This I cannot fire. We want it to stop there for the next turn. Let's get ship. Let's get the anomaly here. A vast silent shipyard drifts in the void. Is a structure worn but surprisingly intact. Within its hulls lie dormant assembly lines, still capable of producing a single corvette if supplied with enough energy. Alternatively, the entire facility could be restored to full operation. So either we make a starport, but it's on the side of the map, so I don't know if I want that. We can gain a corvette by spending 2 energy, and we don't have a corvette, so why not, right? Ooh, cool new ship. Look at this. It's a cruiser class, our fast offensive ship, high attack and damage values. Awesome. So an attack ship for later. Like it. Let's build some stations. Let's continue to expand as we go. There is here, these suns are very, very yummy. I want to expand towards them. I'm gonna do here. Perfect. I want to explore that one as well. No action points left there. That's all right. Let's do more asteroid mining, maybe. If we have the chance. Here, where is asteroid mining as well? We need this. I need to expand there, but I cannot expand here for some reason. Why cannot I expand there? Is it because I don't have the planet? Could be. Yeah, I can terraform it. Yeah, let's colonize it later here. Oh, you have already colonized the planet. So why is it that I cannot use this one? Maybe it's because I don't have that one. Okay, let's try to get that one as well. Another explorer, because we're gonna use that one. Oh, no, I don't have the resources for that. Research, I can do research for sure. I'm gonna continue to investigate more more ways to terraform. Science terraforming. I'm gonna take agriculture. There we go. And skip ship. Let's continue to explore. Okay, we have gained another ally, the cultivators. Now we know then everyone, right? We know the surveyors, they are allies, and the cultivators, they are allies. So whoever we found here, that's actually a competing player. And in fact, we can see here the Santry Syndicate. That's the player that we are fighting against. We have right now 3 out of 3 center planets. We have as well the 6 out of 6 planets. So we have 4 victory points accumulated so far. We are about to beat this demo, I believe. Okay, let's continue. We need to destroy that enemy ship. So can I do that now? I cannot fire with this one, but I can fire with my ship, I believe. No, not yet. End turn then. Let's fire. Let me the ship. All right, and I'm gonna... Oh, revenge. Oh, but look at that. It barely damaged us. Our defense ship worked so well. And now I can... Oh, yes. Bye-bye, ship. Finally, exterminate the enemy from the planet by pressing, what is that? The exterminate button. All right, I'm gonna do that probably next turn. I cannot do it yet. Can I move this ship? No. Can I move this one? Yes. And I can build plenty of stations. Let's continue to build stations. Mining. Yes, please. I'm continuing to expand over here. I'm gonna do solar power plant. And look at this tile. 4 suns. We're gonna get 4 energy next turn if we place a station in there. So I'm definitely going to do so. Awesome. Next ship. Continue exploring. Because of the research, we can take this right away. Scrap the airport, gain 3. Restore the airport, why not? We're gonna continue to expand. In here, there is another planet, by the way. Alright, our little explorer ship, we can go up, maybe. We continue to expand and explore, and we have so much energy now. The universe is ours. Nothing like the tutorial when we cannot be attacked to say that. We have placed this one. Alright, I'm gonna do another research. Network extension sounds appealing to me. Because now, if we look at network extension over here, can we see the research now? Can we? I'm not sure. Yes. So network extension is one of them. So I can press shift, go to network extension. And I was terraforming planets into the agriculture side. Let's see network extension. That's what I want to see. Let's see. Oh, I cannot see network extension. I was trying to see network extension. We report back to the guys tomorrow. Alright, so we have captured the enemy planet. Let's come over here and I want to destroy, but I cannot yet. So let's continue to move out. Let's use our new ship as well to do the same. Moving out. Ooh, this is a good mining spot. I'm gonna expand over there. Asteroid mining base, so we can take that later, but this is a great mining place. Let's keep ship. We are on the bottom of the map over here, so we're gonna go to that direction, continue to get stuff. We're gonna go and try to get these anomalies later. Next ship. Let's take this anomaly. Scuttle the ship or repair the ship. Scuttle, I want the resources, I think. And continue to build asteroid mining right there. Look at this. We have expanded quite a bit. The map is almost all ours, but of course we are playing the tutorial, so do not expect too much. Sorry, because I'm taking a sweet time on the tutorial, but I wanted everyone to see how deep this game actually is and how much you can do. So let's end our turn and let's try to complete the objective here. We're gonna take this ship and end this tutorial, I believe. We just bombarded, exterminate the planet from orbit. So not nice. And now on the next turn, I believe we're going to be able to colonize the planet with the action points that we have. So let's go next ship. I want to continue to explore. Collect residual energy, construct the station. I'm constructing a station for sure. Let's continue to expand over here. I'm so tempted to declare the war to these guys, but I'm not going to do it. Gonna be nice. Next ship. Oh, an anomaly. I wanted to kind of clear the map, so we continue to get things. Restore the starport, why not? Let's expand further. Asteroid mining. Oh no, the sun, remember? 4 on these suns, I forgot completely. 2 over here, 1 over here, so much energy. Okay, now we are just abusing the tutorial, I believe. Let's get that extra energy as much as we can. All right. Do we want to research anything extra? I think so. Damage reallocation framework. Oh, no more labs. I need another lab. Research lab. There we go. Let's continue to expand outwards with the ships. We want to explore. We're explorers in this stream. More anomalies. Let's scuttle the ship or repair the ship. Why not? Let's get abusive so I can see all the map. Skip ship. Let's continue to explore. Another anomaly. Let's go. Let's scuttle the ship. Next ship. Let's continue outwards. There we go. No, we're not attacking, don't worry. Enter. Round 18. And on round 18, what we're gonna do is take this planet. We're gonna colonize it first. So you see that complicated, right? Because we cannot colonize it here. So we exterminated the planet already, so we can skip this. But now we need to colonize it, gain 6 victory points somehow, right? So we could do either home planets, which I believe this is a home planet of theirs. So we can take that home planet. We can do artifacts. We can do destroy ships, but I don't know if there are as many ships to destroy. Prediction cycles or home planet. So I think what we want is to take this home planet somehow. That somehow, though, could be tricky because we need to terraform it for that. And in order to terraform this one, right now, this is what you cannot colonize desert planets. So So we're gonna have to get that somehow. So what do I have here? Enables terraforming planets into a science type? Nope. Well, I don't know, maybe. Let's take it because we have so much anyway. So let's see if this helps us. I should have checked the type first, probably not after. Sorry. Yeah, so actually this doesn't help us at all, you see? Because we can go to this type now, but we cannot go here, we cannot go here, we cannot go here, we cannot go here. So I cannot terraform this. I usually want to terraform into a barren type planet. Oh, we can go to the barren type, and maybe then we can go somewhere else. Yes. So we're gonna terraform into a barren planet. And then we're gonna terraform it here, and finally here. We're gonna do a long way, but I think we're gonna be able to terraform it eventually. So let's skip these turns, because right now I'm just abusing the tutorial, I think. I'm gonna still do the anomalies at least. More ships. Study the ship in this case. I don't have a spot for it, so no. I'm gonna retrieve the ship. Further abusing the system of the tutorials. But look at this. Isn't it pretty? My empire. Alright, let's continue exploring a little bit further. We'll build more stations to continue to go outwards. So I'm gonna put a metal synthesizer here because I want to continue to expand on that direction as much as I can. Have another planet there that I want to take. Alright, so let's go to next. I'm gonna continue to explore outwards. Another sun, that's gonna be important. We can put let's see, we can put another solar panel here. I want this spot so badly, so I'm gonna continue to expand over there if I can. Let's do gas as well. Again, right now I'm just abusing the tutorial for the fun of it, I have to say. I don't want to replace it. We need to take those planets in order to gain these places, so I think that should be a good objective. I'm gonna put more ships. Let's do more research. If I can. Encrypted mobility. Oh wow, I unlocked all levels of that one. That's nice. Let's continue to take anomalies. Let's gain an artifact, why not? Oh, because I don't have... Oh, I have a spot for it, yes. Let's build more labs because we need them. We need the space for the artifacts. There we go. All right, let's go out. Next ship. There is no more places to go almost. Collect the residual energy of the event. All right. Over here, we'll repair the ship. Why not? We have plenty of resources. Basically, the map is ours at this point. There's very little left to explore. No action points left on that one. Let's see over here. No. Next ship. All right, we want to go here eventually, and that's gonna be for next time. Okay. Enter. So we were transforming this planet, as you would recall, and now we have this. We can terraform into this one, and hopefully later into this one. I'm not sure, honestly. Let's terraform here. So now we have it of this type. Can we go here? I don't know, because I don't see the arrow. I don't think we have that technology here. No, no action points left is what it's telling us. And here we don't have the technology. So this one should be possible. And that could allow us to take the enemy planet, which is what we wanted. So let's just skip. I have a lot of space. Sorry about this, guys. And let's end the turn. Finally, let's go back to the planet. Can we get it now? I can terraform it into something useful? Yes. Terraformed it, so in the next turn I'm going to be able to do that. So I can also put the ships to sleep, apparently. And I'm going to go next, enter. And last but not least, time to get this planet, I believe. We did it. Gain 6 victory points. Have we gained 63 points? Yes, we have. Look at that. We have 7 out of 6 planets, 3 stars, home planet, 1 out of 1 star, and center planet, 9 out of 3. Probably we won this quite a bit ago, and I've just been abusing the system of the tutorial over and over again, but it never got this tutorial complete. So I don't know if we got those 6 stars or not, but we definitely have them right now. So tutorial complete. Yay. Good job, everyone. Training complete, Commander. You have mastered the simulation. Now it's time to face the real opponents on your mark. So let's finish this over here. Skip. I don't know if we're going to show victory. You won, reaching 6 victory points in 22 turns. So yes, we did it. So no, we had to actually finish that simulation of the planet. It took us a while to get to the right combination. But you see, you need the right technologies. And because it's random, we had to move that terraforming, right, from one planet to the next. So it took us a while to figure it out. But we definitely did it. All right, it's been almost an hour since we started playing this. I kind of feel sad because I truly wanted to at least start a game. So maybe we can start the game very quickly before we close the stream. So I'm gonna exit here. I'm gonna just click on new game because there is a faction, right, which is the Myrmidon Horde that has been added here. But right now you can play with 4 different factions. You can see that this demo, I don't know what's missing, man, but this is version 0.15.1. But if this is a demo, holy shit, with the whole game, there are gonna be 6 different factions. We have played the tutorial with United Tellus, but I really want to try the Myrmidon Horde. So maybe we should do another stream after next fest to go through the Myrmidon Horde. But at the very least, I wanted to start a game with them. This is what I was telling you before. There is 7 different difficulties. Easiest, easier, easy, normal, hard, harder, and hardest. Because I know myself, I probably want to start in maybe easy, you know, to get in there. And I'm going to start the game as we say goodbye for today. And I'm going to be playing this off stream a bunch. I am convinced. It is a great game. I must say I had a lot of fun with the tutorial alone. And here now things are going to be much more dangerous. You see that the hologram has changed. And now we have, by the way, is this a larger galaxy? No, I believe that's the normal size of the map. So you can imagine, right? If here there are more players, there are 3 different players, right? And 3 factions. So this is going to get tight quickly. You're going to have to think a bunch in here. So I'm going to play the first turn because I want to at least see a little bit of this. I'm going to explore this technology. Let's open as well this, please. Awesome. And let's get the gain 2 or repair the ship. I'm a sucker for ships, man. There we go. And look at the design of these things. Man, they look... Oh, they are some kind of bug race, as you can obviously tell by the hologram. But the design is amazing, and the game is really, really addicting. I think I'm going to play a bunch of hours of this piece. Anyhow, 1 hour and 10 minutes with that tutorial that we went over with a lot of detail together. Hopefully you are interested on playing this game. I'm gonna save the game, save, and I'm gonna go back. Fantastic. As you see, I had a few games there. I started other than the tutorial. I'm gonna go to the main menu. There we go. And yes, make sure that you download the demo, give it a try, leave it me in the comments how the tutorial went for you. You started the game, which difficulty did you pick? But I believe these guys definitely deserve a wishlist. I wishlist them yesterday, I believe, when I discovered this demo. It is quite interesting. I think tomorrow I'm gonna get out of the space field, even though more great demos in the next fest. There is another interstellar espionage here, but tomorrow I'm going out of ships, I'm going out of space. Let's do fantasy tomorrow. Let's see what we can find on fantasy. If you have a game that you want me to play on stream from next fest, send me on the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel to see which other 5 demos are we going to be playing during the next fest week. In the meantime, thank you so much to everyone at the Astro Protocol team. Thank you very much as well for responding on feedback literally yesterday and pushing an upgrade today with some of the feedback that we gave them. That's so awesome, and it tells you a lot about indie developers, right? That's the passion that we want. And yeah, in the meantime, no more gaming for me today. I need to go back to my game, continue developing. I'm building a Christmas automation factory game, and my devlog is going to be out probably later this week, depending on how time I get to assemble it, since I'm going to be doing streamings every single day. But yeah, the devlog is coming, and I'm super excited to share the name of the game and my Steam page as well. If you want to follow my journey, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for coming to the stream.